welcome to Cairo, Egypt for the first World Cup of the 2025 Modern Pentathlon season, which marks a new era for this fantastic sport. Well, it's a new Olympic cycle and there have been a few changes to the way that modern pentathlon events take place. Let's see how this competition will unfold here in Cairo, Egypt. Well, we begin with the direct elimination fencing round. 5 touches or the most touches during 1 minute will win you the round and you'll progress through to the next opponent. Then once the fencing's done, it's the obstacles, the new discipline here in modern pentathlon. 8 obstacles to get past. The faster you get through, the more points you get. Then we move on to the 200-meter freestyle. The fastest swimmers will get the most points before things are concluded with the ever-exciting laser run. 5 laps of the 600-meter course. It's just running on the first lap before the action arrives at the shooting range. You have to hit 5 targets in order to progress past the shooting range. Watch out for overtakes. This is where things get really exciting. This is Modern Pentathlon 2025. It's fast, it's frantic, and a new exciting era for the sport. Welcome to Cairo, Egypt for the first World Cup of the season. So we begin with coverage of the women's individual final, and as mentioned, we will begin with the fencing elimination round. We'll begin our coverage with the semi-final. Kuryeva versus Mercury with 23 seconds left on the clock. Kuryeva is in a good position here. 3-1, she leads Mercury. If she can get to 5, she progresses. If the clock ticks down to 0, she will go straight through to the final. Another touch then for Kuryeva, who moves into a 4-1 lead. And this is looking pretty certain now that she will meet Elżbieta Adamatidze in the final. Mercury getting one back, but with just 10 seconds left on the clock, she needs to somehow find 3 touches now in order to progress through to the final. And Kuryeva gets the touch, and that will see her through to the final, where Elżbieta Adamatidze from Lithuania awaits. This could be a really exciting battle between these two. So with 20 seconds left on the clock, it's 3 apiece. This one has gone right down to the wire as Adamatidze approaches her opponent. Kuryeva on the defense here. Adamatidze gets the touch and moves into a 4-3 lead with just 10 seconds left on the clock. Can Adamatidze win the elimination round? Kuryeva looks to try and approach her opponent, but Adamatidze gets the touch, and she's done it. She finishes top of the pile, and in doing so, picks up 250 points. Excellent result that for Adamatidze. And we move on to the obstacle discipline. So a look at the start list there for the obstacle discipline. 2 athletes will go at the same time. 8 obstacles to get past. The quicker you get through, the more points you get. This is a really exciting part of the competition. Very, very quick, very, very exciting. And the athletes have been working hard in the closed season to try and get themselves as up to pace as they can in this new obstacle discipline, which is taking place in a Senior World Cup competition for the first time. Michelle Guyash, Olympic gold medalist there, showing us how she's been working hard in the closed season. Won gold at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games just a matter of months ago. Vavan, though, quickest in this heat, finishing just ahead of Guyash. But a great showing from the Olympic champion. Farida Alil from Egypt is one to watch. Such a youngster in this sport, just 14 years of age, and she's absolutely flying over through now into the flying hoops. Look at this pace from Alil of Egypt in front of our home crowd. Now into the hoops, and this is looking like a good time as she looks to pick up her first senior World Cup medal, and that's a solid time from Farida Alil. Just seeing her there over the tilting ladders, and real pace kept throughout and consistency from the young Egyptian. And she is one to watch here in Cairo. So Alil moves to top of the rankings, 5 points ahead of Atia. It's an Egypt 1-2 with Tongyeti making up the top 3. Hryeva drops down 3 places down to 4th. Malashenica could be dangerous later on in this competition, and keep an eye on Flavan as well inside that top 5. Adam Matiti drops down 5 to 7th place. Gulyash always dangerous. She's in 8th. Mercury in 9th place. Rita Erdos, bronze medalist at the World Championships last year, rounds off that top 10. Zena Amur in 11th place. Looking a bit further down, Maria Nedchik is so fast in laser run. She could be one to keep an eye on. Blanka Guzzi. Keep your eyes peeled on those Hungarians a bit further down. Blanka Bauer could be dangerous later in the competition as well. So that concludes the obstacle discipline. Now time to build up to the swimming. So 3 heats of swimming here in Cairo, Egypt. The higher ranked athletes go in the 3rd swimming heat. The faster you swim, the more points you get. In lane 3 is Farida Alil. In lane 4 is Yana Atia. In lane 5 is Tongyeti. 6 is Hryeva. 7 is Flavan. And 8 is Malashenica. And no surprises to see Farida Alil absolutely flying in this 3rd and final swimming heat. On paper, the fastest swimmer in the pool as she looks to extend her lead at the top of the rankings. She's doing Egypt proud in her home event, and Farida Alil looking to take a lead into the laser run as she looks to pick up her first ever Senior World Cup medal. Farida Alil keeping the pace going, touches the wall, and that's a good time from Alil. And she will move into the laser run, the final combined discipline, with a decent head start. Farida Alil of Egypt is looking dangerous here as she looks to not just pick up her first medal, but could well be gold. She makes her way out of the pool now. What must be going through her mind at the moment? Mature beyond her years, Farida Alil has worked so hard to get to this point. What an exciting young talent she is. And a quick wave to the camera, an acknowledgement. And that concludes the swimming discipline. It's now time to build up to the laser run. So all eyes now on the laser run course. And we take a look at the standings, and you can see Alil has an 18-second head start over Hryeva. Tongyeti in 3rd, Malashenica in 4th, Mercury in 5th, and Michelle Gulyash will be dangerous from 6th place, the Olympic gold medalist, looking to continue her good form after picking up gold at the Paris Olympic Games. Some quick runners further back. Rita Erdos from Hungary could be maybe a challenge later in the race. Blanka Guzzi, a former laser on world champion, 4th place at the Olympic Games. And keep your eyes on Maria Nedchik, who was a gold medalist last year. So Farida Alil gets us away ahead of Violeta Hryeva. Malashenica looking to pick up the medal as well. So Alil at the range. It's 1 out of the 5 for Alil, 2 out of the 5. Make that 3 out of the 5. Alil is flying here. 4 out of 5 for Farida Alil is 5. And that is solid shooting. What about the chasing pack? Malashenica versus Gulyash turning out to be quite an interesting battle. Malashenica arrives at the range. She's got Gulyash on her left. A world championship medalist, a multiple World Cup medalist, and most importantly from her point of view, an Olympic gold medalist. But Malashenika's built a decent lead here. Gulyash has got to try and get it done on the running track because that's a solid lead. Farida Alil back at the range, and she's just looked so comfortable out there, focusing shot by shot. Every green light a step closer to gold. Farida Alil, just 14 years of age, is away, and Khurieva arrives at the range, but that is a solid gap that Halil has built. Good shooting from Khurieva, and that battle for bronze rumbles on in the background. Malasheniko arrives at the range, pistol in hand. 1 out of the 5. Stumbling a little bit there as Gulyash in turn arrives at the range. This is a really exciting battle for bronze, but Malashenika is away and Gulyash might just fall short here. Malashenika's built a decent lead over the Olympic gold medalist, and Gulyash now has to chase down on the track once again, but that gap might just be a little bit too big. Gulyash has her work cut out here. On she goes. All eyes on Gulyash. Malashenika with a very, very comfortable gap now. Gulyash is trying to close that down, but Malashenika is just running with confidence. A quick look over the shoulder to see that gap is looking very good. But Farida Alil has been absolutely magnificent today. Step by step, she has looked like a champion in the making. Farida Alil picks up her first ever World Cup gold medal. Incredible. What a performance. Khurieva crosses the line to take silver. A very good performance by her. But it's all about that young star there, Farida Alil. Coming home to take bronze, Anastasia Malashenika picks up her first World Cup medal. What a performance by her. Finishing ahead of the Olympic champion, Michelle Gulyash. Crosses the line, ever consistent. Nedchik coming up behind Gulyash there. A solid razor run by her too. And there she is, Maria Nedchik and Gulyash. That could be a battle that rumbles on later in the season. Tears for Farida Alil. She is a true star of this sport now. Gulyash, Guzi and Bauer all congratulate each other on the line. Farida, you have made history here today. I think you know just how incredible this achievement is. It is your first senior World Cup gold medal. I think the first of many. Describe to us the emotions you're feeling today.
بيقول لك يا فريق انت عملت النهارده حاجه تاريخيه، دي اول بطوله سينيور ليكي ودي اول ميداليه جولد. ايه احساسك دلوقتي؟
الحمد لله اول ميداليه ليا وبطوله سينيورز، فاول مره اجيب ميداليه جولد في السينيورز، فده الحمد لله تعبي كله ما راحش على الارض وانا تعبت كتير قوي عشان اجيب الميداليه دي.
She says that she is very happy to get this medal, and she have put a lot of hard work to get this medal, and it's something special for her, this medal.
When you crossed the finish line, you grabbed the tape and you just screamed in delight. So much hard work goes into these moments. Just describe how that felt when you understood for the first time you were a gold medalist.
وانت داخله على خط الفينش وبتاخدي الشريط، صرخت بصوت عالي جدا، وده كان دليل على انت عملت هارد ورك. اوصف لنا احساسك في اللحظه دي.
وانا داخله على الفينش اللي هو تعب السنين كلها اللي فاتت خلاص راحت، كلهم رميتهم في ظهري وانا داخله على الفينش، ان انا خلاص حققت اول حلم من طريق الاولمبيكس. ده خلاص اول ميداليه، والميداليه ان شاء الله الجايه على الاولمبيكس LA.
She says that it's good words really. She says that all the hard work that he put it in the last few years, she got it by this medal, and this the first step for her to get the Olympic medal.
Listen, we're already looking towards LA. Just finally, today is of course the first day of Ramadan, and you've been fasting today. Just to talk to us about those challenges as well, because nutrition is an important part and something you've probably had to manage today as well.
بيقول لك النهارده اول يوم رمضان، والنهارده انت صيام، فبيقول لك اوصف لنا انت ازاي فرحانه ان برمضان وازاي ان انت قدرتي تعملي كده.
ان احنا في رمضان والصيام صعب، بس انا يعني نسيت كل حاجه ان انا صايمه ضد اللي انا اجيب ميداليه، فاختيار كبير قوي انا اجيب ميداليه وانا صايمه، فنسيت موضوع انا صايمه خالص، وان انا اجيب ميداليه ده كان حلم كبير، فرحت على الميداليه على طول.
She says that her dream is bigger than any kind of fasting, so she put in front of his eyes that he is need to get this medal, and she get it.
Great answer. Listen, congratulations. This is, I'm sure, the first of many gold medals for you, and we celebrate your success in the sport. Well done.
Merci.
Well, the future of this sport looks in very safe hands, doesn't it? A really exciting podium for the first World Cup of the 2025 modern pentathlon season. A first-time gold medalist, Farida Alil. And I have a feeling this will be the first of many modern pentathlon medals for this young Egyptian superstar, taking a first gold here in front of her home crowd in Cairo, Egypt. So congratulations to all of our women's individual finalists. And our attention now switches to the men's individual final, where the 18 best athletes from the semi-finals have made their way through to the final. And we begin our competition with the direct elimination in the fencing. Some old faces and some new faces up against each other. Mahana Shaban, a multiple World Cup medalist, a World Cup final gold medalist from 2023 in Olympium, defeating Kolosar of Hungary in his quarter-final tie. So Shaban progresses through. Ciccinelli of Italy is his opponent in the final. Shaban versus Ciccinelli. Ciccinelli looking to win his first World Cup medal up against Shaban. And Ciccinelli gets the touch. You can see a long reach from the Italian as his coaching staff and fans watch on from the sidelines. Two right-handed fencers up against each other, and Shaban levels the tie on one apiece. Interesting bout this between Ciccinelli and between Shaban. With just over 30 seconds left on the clock, nothing to separate these two athletes as things stand. Shaban, the higher-ranked athlete from the seeding round, has the priority, which means if the clock ticks down to 0 and the score's a level, he would win. He's now 2-1 to the good and looking in a very solid position here as Ciccinelli looks to hit back. 25 seconds left on the clock. He approaches his opponent. Double touch, which only helps Shaban at this point. 3-2. He edges closer to victory as he looks to make it to 5 touches. 20 seconds left on the clock. Shaban with the touch. Now just one away from victory and 250 modern pentathlon points. We resume with 20 to go. Ciccinelli right on the edge of defeat here. Shaban gets the touch. And that's victory for the Egyptian. Keep your eyes on Mahana Shaban. He's looking dangerous here in Cairo. Historically, it hasn't been a great event for him, but he's doing very well here. 250 points secured for Shaban. He wins the direct elimination round. Cheeky little touch, that one from Shaban. And he raises a fist up high. He's victorious. Just a touch on the outstretched hands of Ciccinelli there. The fans loving it. And Shaban progresses through as victor of the fencing direct elimination. So we move on now to the obstacle discipline for the first time here in the men's individual final in 2025. So as we saw in the women's individual final, we have 2 athletes competing next to each other. No extra points gained for winning the heat, but it's an opportunity to pace yourself against your opponent in the opposing lane. 8 obstacles to get past. The quicker you go, the more points you get. Strap yourselves in, folks. The obstacle discipline is about to get underway. Mahana Shaban and Matteo Ciccinelli are currently top of the pile. They'll go in the final obstacle heat. Kolosar and below will be behind them. So the athletes getting themselves warmed up and prepared. And this is going to be an exciting discipline, make no mistake about that. Kolesar off to a solid start. Valentin Belot, a 2-times world champion, alongside him. Kolesar through the flying hoops and touches the button, and that's solid from Kolesar. Belot, not too bad either. Kolesar looks very happy with that result. Belot clattering into the finish button, and he looks pleased as well, doesn't he? Here we go then, Shaban versus Ciccinelli. Into the tilting ladders, good paces from Shaban. Ciccinelli makes his way over, under and through. They're neck and neck as they head into the flying hoops. Not much to separate these two, but Shaban finds an extra turn of pace. Into the hoops now, and Shaban surely wins this heat from here. Great pace from Shaban. Onto the button. Brilliant from Shaban. Ciccinelli with a very good time as well. And those two setting the benchmark. Really, really exciting heat there between Shaban and Ciccinelli. And that puts Shaban now clear at the top. Ciccinelli in second place. Kolesar in third. Belot in a good position as well. The 2-times pentathlon world champion is mixing it with the youngsters of this sport and still looks a real force here, it has to be said. Palios Fagnorius was a very, very good time, wasn't he? Jean-Baptiste Mosir, a solid laser runner, could be dangerous later on in the competition as well. Medal position is by no means decided yet. And there is your top 18 heading into the swimming discipline. Still a lot could change in this 5-discipline sport here in Cairo in the beginning of the 2025 season in this new Olympic routine. So over to the pool we go, a 50-metre pool here in Cairo, Egypt. 3 heats of swimming, and we join the action with the final swimming heat. Shaban, Ciccinelli, Kolesar, Mazen Shaban, brother of Mohammed Hassan and Valentin Belot, a strong Egyptian contingent in the higher places as the competition stands. And you can see the athletes making their way through this third swimming heat. Matteo Ciccinelli is a very fast swimmer and is potentially going to be picking up a first World Cup medal if the competition continues as it's going at the moment. Ciccinelli looking quick in the pool, heading towards the turn. There you can see on the front of your screen a good battle unfolding. There's the tumble turn, and it's now a flat-out sprint for these final 50 metres. Really good battle this in the pool, and Ciccinelli coming back strong. This is going to be a solid finish between these two athletes as they make their way towards the pool. Ciccinelli, I think, is going to win the heat. He edges into the lead in the final few moments of this swimming heat. It's going to be Ciccinelli who takes the win. Solid swim for Matteo Ciccinelli. Mohammed Shaban kept pace right up until the end. A really good swim from Shaban. Those two are going toe-to-toe at the moment. It can all change in the laser run, and it now becomes a matter of who holds their nerve in the laser run. Shaban starts with a 10-second lead over Ciccinelli. Kolesar starts in third. Belot, Hassan and Shaban will all look to put pressure on. Mosir starts a minute and 11 seconds off the lead, but don't let that dissuade you that he could be dangerous in this laser run. Mutaz Mohammed was a silver medalist at this tournament last year, and we're underway in the laser run. So Shaban looking to pick up another World Cup gold medal. Cicinelli and Colasar looking to put the pressure on. Good first shoot that from Shaban, but Cicinelli is keeping the pressure on. So Shaban a little bit slower at the range this time. You can see the focus in his face, taking in deep breaths. Colasar and Cicinelli are trying to keep that pressure on. It's a slow shoot this from Shaban. He gets away, but that gap will have closed down. You can see Cicinelli has eyes all over the back of Shaban now as he approaches the 2023 World Cup final gold medalist. And Matteo Cicinelli takes the race lead. A solid laser run for Cicinelli puts him up into first place. Shaban is all over the back of him, but Cicinelli is actually starting to pull away here. So back into the range. Cicinelli focused, shot by shot, as Shaban arrives at the range. 2 out of the 5 for Cicinelli. Can Shaban shoot fast here? It's now up to 3 out of the 5. And Cicinelli's away. What about Colasar? So Shaban all over the back of Cicinelli. This is turning out to be a really exciting battle between Cicinelli and Shaban. But Cicinelli looks quicker. Colasar closing in now. So Cicinelli maintains his lead. Shaban trying to hold on to the Italian. But look at this. Jean-Baptiste Murcia all over the back of Shaban. We said he could be dangerous, Murcia. But it is gold for Cicinelli, who picks up his first World Cup gold medal. What a result for Cicinelli. Colasar coming home to take silver. An incredible performance from him. And Mahana Shaban starts the season with a bronze medal. Jean-Baptiste Murcia delighted with that laser on. What a result by him. Valentin Bello and Hassan cross the line. Hassan looks pretty pleased with that. But it is Matteo Cicinelli who takes gold. Let's hear his thoughts.
So many congratulations, man. A very popular medalist here. Listen, it's not just your first ever podium, but you're getting a gold the first time you're on the podium.
It's my first podium, and an unexpected gold medal is unexpected, especially because of the new discipline, the obstacles, and I did amazing today. I think it played a very good chance to win the gold today.
What was your expectations coming into this World Cup? Obviously, we know that there was the changes in the fencing, a new obstacle discipline as well. What were you hoping to achieve?
Well, I have to admit, I love how the UIPM is changing rules, and especially this kind of rules of fencing and obstacles. I kind of like it. My expectations 1 week ago was like go do an experience and take the experience for the next competition, like European Championship, World Championship. Luckily, it's a gold medal with the experience. Best of this, I couldn't have expected that.
One of your standout performances from today was on the obstacle. I mean, every part of your competition was amazing today. But actually on obstacle, you were really, really fast. Obviously, you've only been training for a few months in obstacle. How have you found sort of picking up this new discipline?
I don't know. I like to think it's Mother Nature. I don't know, but I need to train more to win even the obstacle, the single discipline. I have to train. Train is the key for the gold medal, for every gold medals. It's training.
We're going to have to let you go to go and get your gold medal, but before you go, just a message in Italian for your many friends and family watching back home. A message in Italian for your friends and family watching back home.
I'm not understanding, sorry.
No problem. A message from you in Italian, in Italian for your friends and family watching back home.
Family. Emma, mamma, papà, Simone, grazie veramente di essermi stati vicini dalle Olimpiadi fino ad oggi, e questa, come ha detto il ragazzo qui, la prima di tante medaglie d'oro. Vi aspetto la prossima volta, che state qui con me però, per favore.
Grazie, Matteo. Everyone remembers their first medal. It's gold for you, my friend. Enjoy. Well done, man.
See you soon. Thanks.
A moment to remember for Matteo Cicinelli. Bronze goes to Mahana Shaban. Makhali Colasar with the silver. Hungary and Egypt, such strong presence in this sport. But Matteo Cicinelli bows to the crowd. It is his first World Cup gold medal. And moments like this live with you forever. Well, that concludes the action here from Cairo, Egypt, for the first World Cup of a new era in this sport. What an event to get us underway. Next up on the pentathlon calendar, we head to Budapest. But from all of us here in Cairo, Egypt, thank you for tuning in, and it's bye for now. And we'll see you next time in Budapest.